Alrighty, folks. My friends, welcome to the new place. The new studio. We are here. We've made it. Can we get something a little more exciting on here? No, that's too chill. That's a little bit better. That's a little hype. How you doing, everybody? Welcome. I'm gonna be disoriented for like this whole stream. We're gonna be constantly looking in the wrong place and not doing my audio right because everything is in a new place. But thank God it is. Thank God it is. We are here in finally. I mean, we've been looking at this room and expecting to be here for like 3 months now, at least. And it feels good. It feels good. We got internet connected in here. Things are seemingly running smoothly so far. As you can see, Mrs. Tomato has already started to decorate the wall and get the good stuff on there. We've got a couple more things to add, but we've got like lights. We've got our Star Citizen groups and the things that we can showcase throughout our streams, some of which are from you guys. And I've got I got a little monitor set up. We got a little Pico here. Like, yeah. So I'm excited. It's good to see you all. Thank you for popping in. Notification gang coming in for the new place. I think I'm gonna have to move my GoXLR back over to this side though, because I'm not feeling it over here. I have to take my hand off the mouse to do my sound, and that's not what I'm interested in. But welcome in. Hello. Who is here? Daft Digit. What's up, working and lurking? How you doing? Divine One, Jordak, Squick is quick. Flopalore, Catalytic, Shift D, my man, MM Design, Tim, and Red Marine. Mrs. Tomato. Beautiful hype music, the dance music. Zero, good to see ya. Flopalore, Flopalore. She's having a lot of fun with it. We're gonna keep going. You got anything else to throw on me? Here's a fire extinguisher also, just in case. Leave this right here. It's a little reminder of just how hot we are. Oh, wonderful. Several more things, please. Let's go then. Welcome, Creeper. Good to see you. Wrong chat. Don't tell me that. Come on back, my friend. Zerb, thank you for the sub to get us started off, man. Appreciate you. Javier Div. Yo, Matt Sully. Glass Sword, we got ketchup in the chat. Love some ketchup, especially when it's spicy. Looking good over there, very nice. It is looking good. The one thing is, like, this thing being right next to me puts out so much freaking heat into my area. Holy crap. Thought I was exhausting out the back. That's weird. Isn't this supposed to be intaking heat? Why is this pushing so much heat out? Huh. I'll have to double check on that. Is that for when you have extra spicy take? Which part? Oh, the fire extinguisher extra hot takes. This thing is itchy. What's up, gang? Barth Sarafin. You want it back? Are you jealous? Because I'm fashionable and you're not? Ketchup is the final form of tomatoes. All right. Hold on. That sounds like fighting words, man. That's how you... It sounds like you're talking about killing tomates. Oh, God, that itches. Are we subathoning?
It's the first stream.
Why does this guy have a gun? And why is he pointing it out like that? Good morning, Rum Bandit. Hello, everybody. Thanks for popping in. Zirsty. Feeling thirsty. Thanks for subscribing, HyperX. Thanks for subscribing. Chat, where you at? Twitch? Where are you? Lagaffy, glad we've finally been able to move. And before 324, yeah. It feels good to have finally moved. And just not be suffering in that old place. Today, folks, I've got... Ow! Thank you, Lagaffy. Thanks for that. Today I've got plans to test one of my favorite ships in the game, and actually I think a favorite of quite a few people, the Spirit C1 Can I record, or is OBS just gonna always crash when I try to? Okay, cool. So, like I was saying, today I will be testing out the Spirit C1 in a multitude of different things. We're just gonna be running general missions and activities, all the things that I would normally do in the game, or like a maybe somebody who had started the game within the last couple of weeks might be doing. And I want to just, you know, see how this thing performs as a general purpose ship for somebody who's doing a bunch of solo missions, whether they're retrieving some objects, getting some loot, packing up stuff, doing some cargo hauling, whatever it might be. We're starting here by grabbing an SCU box. We're going to load it with the stuff that we find and just kind of run around and do some random stuff for a few hours. In the meantime, we will... Oh, you can buy ore pads now. Cool. In the meantime, we'll also be chatting because, like, we're in a new place. And so I want to talk about it. Where are the boxes here? Boxes. You guys can kind of hear that fan, huh? I can hear it in the background. I'll have to find a run quiet fan, one of them Dyson bladeless fans to... Because it's really just here to blow the hot air away. It's... Why are you so hot, PC? Oh, because Star Citizen, right? Yeah, I get you. I get you. All right, one SCU. And a 2 SCU box. For us. Let me send it over to the ship instead of the space station. Just so we can ensure we're actually getting one. What ship do I fly as a daily? The C1. I fly the C1 as a daily. The thing is, I don't really do too much daily. So I think having a dedicated stream where I actually put it through its tests and run like what I'm considering an extended review will help me get my bearings on it. I do want to put out a review soon on this ship. So I have plans for a new series of videos. And did it say MISC? Yeah, there was a MISC and an Argo one, I believe, for the different size ships. I'm planning on putting out ship videos. Normally, I don't really cover ships. I'm mainly just doing features on this channel. But I want to start talking more about ships in the way that we talk about features. So a lot of ship reviews are very by the numbers, looking at what does the ship do right now, how good is it for what you're doing in game at the moment, all that kind of stuff, which is important. Like those, we need those ship reviews. I keep looking up here because I'm so used to the camera being above me. I'm gonna get this. But there's something missing, in my opinion. A little bit of context, a little bit of where is the ship going, a little bit of why does the ship exist, and honestly, my biggest thing with ships is the vibe. Numbers be damned. I obviously you need a ship that does a lot of the things that you want it to do, but like the idea of the ship itself, what it stands for, how it looks, all of those little details I think are really important because at the end of the day, you play the game to have fun. You play the game to feel like you're in a space sim and you're living life, and the difference between having 6 missiles or 4, for a lot of people, it's just not there. So I want to try and start putting out some ship videos about both released ships and unreleased ships that get a little bit more into the what do they plan for. And, you know, that does still happen on videos. But those videos don't have your tomato juice. It's gross. Shouldn't talk about tomato juice. It's a little NSFW. But yeah, that's the plan. So I'm starting today by doing a little thorough playthrough with the C1 along with you all. And we will judge this thing together. We're going to judge the seeds out of this thing. That's why the freelancer is supreme. Why is that? All right, so let's head over to the hangar and discover the first annoying bit of this ship. Although it's something that's getting fixed, I think, at 324. The fact that they just give you small hangars every single time. You want the galaxy? Well, best find a comfortable seat for that weight. Rickety old space truck with lovely curves. What is that, the Corsair? If you make the reviews with actual gameplay content, that makes a whole difference. Like, I've not seen reviewers fly their ships. Really? I think Ferrister does a great job of those kinds of reviews. He gets you a lot of in-game examples and footage, but he talks about the good details too. A review of the MSR would be nice. The first ship review I ever did was for the MSR. At the time that it came out, it ended up being one of my most viewed videos, and it's funny because I think I called the review something like the definitive spaceship or the best spaceship in gaming or something like that, which at the time when it came out, I would say is true. It covered a lot of use cases, general use cases. It was easily defendable. It was good for a few people. It had all the areas you needed. It could store cargo or vehicles, and it was super detailed, you know, on the inside compared to other ships in this game and in other games. So yeah, I had an MSR review, but it's a little bit outdated now. Maybe we'll jump back in and do another one. If the Spirit is a fun enough one and people seem to like it, then perhaps we'll jump into the MSR. It also helped to talk about what the MSR is actually meant for. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I've got everything on the ship. Huge fan of the C1. Samesies. C1 is all good news. Anytime you see it, anytime you have it. The only time when it's kind of rough is when you get ambushed. Now, you can get away in nav mode, and so far in the times that has happened to me, I've had no problem getting away in nav mode, but you don't have a turret on this thing, which can be rough. Can be very rough. Not bad, but it often misses the mark what the ship's real upsides and downsides are. Well, now you're just making me nervous. Did I get a haircut? I actually dyed it. Dyed and permed. You like it? It's in my eyes. I hate long hair. You're a fan of the MSR despite the inconvenient entry and exit. That is an inconvenience, isn't it? I wonder if they will add a solo person elevator to that ship. What is the top speed in nav? You talking about the Spirit? Easy enough to find out. How fast does this thing go in nav mode? Looks like we're up to 11:30. Which is nowhere near my bedtime. However, I would like to go back to Hurston to run some missions because Crusader is not quite as friendly with me. Do I think the Zeus, ES, or CL will replace the C1 as a daily driver? Certainly for some people. The Zeus is a phenomenal looking ship series. But I think I can see different use cases for the two ships. The C1 definitely seems like it'll be a more capable ship for a solo player. The Zeus sounds like something that would find its full potential with 2 or 3 players. The Zeus also will probably have a bigger signature, so a little less stealthy. It's more defendable though, and it's got more space. So it really just depends. I think at the end of the day, it might come down to your solo preference in terms of styling or the manufacturer or stuff like that. But overall, the Zeus is going to take a lot of people from the Spirit series. Why has everyone been ignoring the cargo update's massive effect on group mining? Even your discussion with Dargenator seemed to not mention the bag exchange without having to pull 10 moles. Mainly because I don't know if it's been proven yet. I do think that it's going to have a big effect on things like mining and salvage and stuff. Mainly where I was thinking it would have the biggest impact would be exchanging ores and stuff like that. But it might just be that the more mining focused people would be the ones talking more about how it's going to change mining in groups. And to be honest, we've been waiting a long time to be able to exchange mining bags, and it's always been there, but there are little things that make it kind of rough. So I think everybody is used to it. You know, at least the people who do group mining are used to being able to exchange bags. It's more so that the 324 edition gives you a reliable place to put those bags. I think. Maybe. Hello, Tej. How you doing today? The data and scanning gameplay is not in yet, and it's probably a few years off. Yeah. Most certainly. Let me switch. Here's what we should do. Move that here. No, that doesn't work, does it? Well, if I move this down here. No. Right here. I feel like I'm just not looking at the camera when I'm talking. Is this 324? No. No, 324 is... Huh. Wait, we got over here pretty quick. That was not bad. Cool, this thing can travel. 324 is still an Evocati. I'm on keyboard and mouse. You think the C1 has a bigger signature because of its large wings? You think the Zeus is more efficient design? Signature, I mean like EMIR signatures. Like when scanning cross section is not really going to matter because you're scanning people at a distance of like thousands of meters. When I say that this will have a smaller signature than the Zeus, I mean because of like the components and the amount of weapons that the Zeus has. All right. Now we are in orbit over Hurston. Before we truly get going, let's find the local space station and just set down there so we could have a place to regenerate if we need. Space station. All right, mark it against the Spirit. This ship does not make it any easier to find the local space station, and I think that should be noted. That where the freaking heck is it? If it's on the night side of the planet, man, why did they change all of the quantum markers? It's just awful trying to look through these little... There it is. Cool. You can already buy the bags from shop, but you can't pull them out because it's locked to the freight elevator. Wait, what? Are you talking about in 324? Zerb, you're not a fan of the Spirit as far... Whoa, hey. Take your sub back. Joking. As far as cargo goes, the angle of the ramp and configuration of the cargo grid when loading with the onboard tractor beam is a rather big downside in your eyes. If you're going to be doing sub 100 SCU cargo, you might as well grab a raft for the ease of loading and unloading. True, but the raft has no protection for your cargo. Hey, Hazard. Hazard Max. I did not want to come all the way down here. I'm just trying to get to the space station. Why'd you bring me all the way down to the stupid, soupy atmosphere of Hurston? Atmosphere soup. You always get confused of what people believe is the definition of a daily driver. You use a different ship for different things. Generally, when people say daily driver, they're talking about their, you know, if you're hopping into the game and you just need to do something real quick, there's a ship that you pick. And if you're like... It's not a ship that you're picking because it has a ton of cargo. It's not super defendable. It's not very fast. It's just generally your pick when you need to go out and do something random. So I'm thinking you want to get into the game and run a few missions, maybe run some bunkers, possibly grab a ground vehicle and go explore. You don't need to get the specialized, raft for something like that. You can get the C1. And with the C1, maybe you also wanted to do some low flying. Well, that's kind of okay because the C1's still pretty fun to fly, where the raft wouldn't be. You look forward to the day you can use your Herald for actual gameplay. Oh, but it's great for actual gameplay. Just dive bombing into other ships because it's a giant missile. What's up, Turtle Tommy Gaming? Turtle Tommy. All right, episode 2 of You Guys Gave Me a Hangar Too Small. Hey, I'm getting some screen flickering. Can you guys see that on your end? That doesn't come through, does it? So that's my monitor. I'm guessing it has something to do with my monitor and the graphics card, maybe. Acting a little weird. It only happens when I'm playing games. And obviously, I just plugged this monitor in for the first time today, so... Okay. Alright. Good thing we can see all of the space around our ship, so I don't do stuff like that. Can't get them into the inventory or ship itself, right? Gotcha. Spirit is fine, but you can't wait till your loner turns into the Zeus. People's pumped for the Zeus. Alright, let's spawn our box here. Where's my multi-tool? Oh, I can't use it here, can I? Well, thanks for being here, box. I'll be right back. You're a good sport. You guess your Avenger would be your daily driver, but when the Zeus drops, you plan to have that as your daily. I think the Zeus is a very, very... We are already finding that the Zeus is a very common choice for the daily driver. No flickering on your end? Cool. Swap out cables, but it only happens when I'm playing games. It doesn't happen when I'm just using the computer for other stuff. Actually, I can only say it happens when I'm playing Star Citizen because I haven't tried other games. You know it's old, but you love flying your Freelancer as your daily. Freelancer is a solid daily driver. Needs a little bit of help on the dimensions. But I think they actually are in the middle of that, or maybe just did it. Medical bed. Where are you? I need my med juice. We getting ready for CitizenCon 2954. I can't wait to get over there and see what is in store for us. We are super pumped for CitizenCon. We'll be hosting a little bit of a streamathon this month to make that a reality for me and Mrs. T. Keep an eye out for that, especially now that we're in this place. I can stream for a lot longer. But yeah, we are aiming to make it to CitizenCon. Just gotta, you know, do all the bookings and stuff, and the visa. Should you upgrade your C1 to a Zeus? Is that a good idea? Don't do it right now. You know, if you, like, my advice will always be, if you try the shipping game first, and then see if you want to actually get it.
Attention, emergency staff.
I want to emphasize again that I think the Zeus is more a 2 to 3 person ship, while the C1 feels like more of a 1 to 2 person ship. Which doesn't make the biggest difference, but it's the little things. That's your primary problem with the C1. The hangar they assign them are way too small. Yeah, I think that's getting fixed in 324. You're not driving this display as hard doing normal activities. I guess I'll give it a try. Where are you, Spirit? I hate it when they do that.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
You've had issues with SC flickering. It was your monitor trying to do HDR. You know what? Good freaking call, because I'm pretty sure that's actually active. Let me... Could have sworn it had that little HDR thing on here somewhere. You double check on NVIDIA. Because that is something that used to... I've seen make problems for my computers, the HDR features. Wonder if it's the refresh rate. or G-Sync. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just broke everything. Typical usage scenarios. Reduce screen flickering. All right. Let's see if that did it. Nope. Still flickering. Daily driver. Is that the cutter? Cute. Cute. I said daily driver, not daily death machine.
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I'm making your head itch with that wig. What wig? You got a problem with my new hair? Whew. Still getting the Zeus as a solo. Oh, I think the Zeus will be a great ship for solos. Don't worry, I'm not saying that it won't be good for a solo, but it does seem more attuned to more people than the C1 does. You look like Anchorman. Oh shoot! Does that make me as funny as Will Ferrell? That's something to strive for. Freaking Will Ferrell just randomly showing up in The Boys was like one of the biggest surprises of 2024 for me. You're gonna have plenty of hangar space for your C1 and 324 because you got a reclaimer as your main ship, defining your ship size. That's a long run. You better keep a PTV in your hangar so you can just drive out to your ship instead of running for 2 minutes. Once resource management and engineering are in place, the difference between the C1 and Zeus is amount of crew required may be more noticeable. Yeah, and that's why, like, I think that's why I want my reviews to be a lot about where these ships are headed, because you could have a ship right now that works phenomenally for you. But in general, once they start bringing in more of the mechanics that make ships actually significantly more, well, significant to use, I think a lot of people are going to start using smaller ships. CIG is very clearly pushing people to focus on ships that are between like 20 to 80 meters. Well, that's my opinion. Bread and butter of the game. And I think that's a good move on their part. I think that is where they should have people focusing most of their time. Yeah, we're at the new place, dude. Check it out. Check it out. It's not quite done yet, but we got stuff on the walls, courtesy of Mrs. Tomato. We got Pico over here, keeping us company. Freaking Chris on the phone. Chris is not currently on the phone. It's cool. It's cool. We'll get him. It's good times. We got a fire extinguisher for the hot takes. You guys should, maybe that should be a streamathon thing. If we reach our goal, I just go crazy with the fire extinguisher here on camera. And y'all get some good entertainment before everything breaks from the material. No spoilers. Ah, I'm sorry. Very sorry. It's not a significant role. So, but yeah, sorry that's a spoiler.
Take that thing off your head.
Huh? You put it on. I look good. I like hot. I'm a fucking hottie. Yeah, I need to move the Go XLR. It ain't working on my right hand. Avocado, good to see you in chat. New setup looking great. Thank you. I'm very we're so pumped. Mrs. Tomato was over here crying because it's a big moment for us. For the record, we started Space Tomato Gaming in 2019, and we have been doing the whole streaming thing since 2020. And for the last 4 years since we started that, is about May of 2020. We have not had a permanent place where we knew we could stream from. We were in the farmhouse, which was good, but it was temporary in our minds. So we were using, like, I literally had a cinder block. Like, this is my light now. These little things. I had a cinder block with a light sitting on top of it at first. That's that's where we started. We were using a mattress for our sound dampening, like an old mattress. It was just a weird situation. From there, we had to stream from Mrs. Tomato's parents' place. We had to stream from my parents' place, my sister's old bedroom. It was always crowded and difficult and just not the situation we wanted. So this is a really big chance for us to finally double down on what we're doing here at Space Tomato Gaming. More streams, longer streams, more videos, more content. We got cooking streams planned. We've got joint streams between me and Mrs. Tomato planned. We've got new community events. I'm going to be playing more. So it's a big shift for us. Happy to be here. Happy you guys are here with me. Thank you. Holston Coop, thank you for the membership. And Turtle Tommy gifted out 5 community subs. Turtles are so nice. I saved a turtle from the road the other day. It's about to get run over. And maybe this is coming back at me now. Do you know that turtle? Were you guys friends? You hang out, you talk? Is there like phone? Is there international calling for turtles? I don't know if that's a service or not. The cleanup from firing a fire extinguisher is a pain. Well, it sounds better than cleaning up fire, which is all we are, is super hot fire. Ah! The turtle cartel. the turtle mafia. The toffia. I do like toffee. All right, folks, what's our first mission? What are we going to test the C1 with? We got maintenance. Can't do salvage. Bounty hunter. Search. Research. You could search or you can research. We got delivery, mercenary, racing, and investigation. What do you guys want to see? I'm thinking... I mean, really anything but salvage we can do. And I plan on getting through a lot of these today. But I'll give it up to you first. You saved a chicken that was trying to cross the road? It was hilarious. Why did it cross the road? Launch a satellite. Bounty. Delivery. Racing. Cool, guys. Y'all gave me different things. Well, the first one I saw is launch a satellite. The next one was bounty. So let's go in that order. Research, I believe, is launching a satellite, right? Pick up and transport a scan probe for, wow, 10,000 UEs. Let's see how long it takes us to do this. Get us on the timer. Ready? Mark. Starting at 38 minutes. Sorry if any of you in the chat is named Mark. That might have been a little confusing. Yo, Mr. Chris Roberts is in the chat. Just casually popping up. Mr. Chris Roberts. I got your friend here. Don't piss me off, Chris, or he gets it. Give us engineering now, or he gets it. Uh-oh. Lost our hat. No, really, Chris, give me the Aaron Halo Belt ring gates. Give me data running. Give me the ability to pin my scanned markers, and give me liberty. Or give me death. There's so many things I want in this game. There's so many things I want added to this game. Racing. We'll give racing a go, too. I've not... Didn't even consider that, to be honest. I mean, it's possible. Staley driver possible, but... We'll give that a go for sure. Taryn, thank you for the biddies, dude. The pizza biddies. Appreciate you, man. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Congratulations on the new place. You know what it needs. Pizza biddies. We're going to make some pizzas here, too. I bet that's one of the cooking streams we do, is just putting together a couple of pizzas. Turkish pizzas, though. All of the ingredients will be straight from the ground we live on. You saw him in the background in 2 years. What's in 2 years, man? Everything's always in 2 years. When is Squadron coming out? How many calls do I have to answer? Hello? I answered. Give me Squadron. Thanks. It's done. Your buddy wants beacons back. I'm sorry, did we lose beacons? Ah, no personal transport beacon anymore. I would really like to see this whole system improved for sure. It feels very placeholder right now, which I think it is. Similar to some of those... What the heck? Why did I just jump here if... Oh, I get it. I was looking at the wrong marker. Mark here. Did a squirrel? Squirrel. See those blue lights behind me? What is that? That's pretty fancy. We could change that color. And I just like, hey, what? Go to do that. No? How about that? Nice. Tomato red. You guys like the red? What color should we do today? At some point, I'm going to get one of those long bar lights. There are some really, really nice lights you can get that are like, they're just a long bar that you can name, or not name, you can change the color of. And good Lord, they're like $700 a light. It is ridiculous, but they're beautiful, and I want one someday. Give us more new Port Olisar-like stations. Yeah, space stations need some help. Can't answer the call because you're holding the line. You answered the call. You just put the line on hold for a while. I get it. Hey, Execute. Yo, man, good to see you in chat. How you doing? How's the networking out? It is working. It is working. This might be the best internet we've had since we've gotten to Turkey. And we can improve it too. We actually, so the story of how we got internet is quite long and painful. But Mrs. Tomato basically caused enough of a storm that this neighborhood that we are in hasn't had any internet. It's never had lined internet. There are houses here. There's probably like 4 houses around us on this road. They just were living on
23 houses getting internet because of this.
23 houses on this road around us. And they've just been working on hotspots or not having internet. Somebody literally said in the phone store the other day when Mrs. Tomato was there, he was like, hey, can you remove this 2 GB data package from my phone plan? Because I don't use the internet. What? So, yeah, we got on their case and Mrs. Tomato lit the fire and got optical fiber lined internet all through here for the first time ever. And the funny thing is they did us last. Like, we did this request like a month and a half ago and we just got the internet yesterday. But it's good to be here. Like, I'm very grateful to have this internet right now and things are just smoothly working. Up until now, the only internet connection we had was Mrs. Tomato's hotspot. So I was basically, if Mrs. Tomato was gone, no internet access. If her phone was dead, no internet access. She was sleeping, no internet access. And it was painful. That's why we weren't streaming as much. That's why I haven't been putting videos out as quickly as I could. Because in order to do any sort of work, we had to drive like 20 minutes over to her parents' house and do everything from there. So this is like monumental for us and it feels good. The connection is good and the vibes are well and we're happy. Yo, Cubant, welcome to the membership, my friend. Thanks for becoming a member over on YouTube. And make sure to peek those exclusive videos. We put out exclusive videos for our supporters every month, generally because I have found that like people who are supporting us are more interested in like the kind of more classic content I used to do that's a little more in-depth, more historical and stuff. So make sure to check that out. It's on the YouTube homepage and you will be able to watch quite a few of them actually. There's one about Star Citizen and how it's hard to talk about because people call it a scam. There's one about how 2024 is like probably the most intense year for this game so far in terms of the stakes. The one that I'm about to put out probably next week is about... Ooh, I like this one. The new one that's coming out is about features that seemingly get introduced and then disappear completely and seem like they're gone, but then eventually get reintroduced and come back, which we've seen here with things like the physical interaction they're bringing into the game. Hover mode is going to be a feature like that. Physical inventory is going to be a thing like that. A lot of people didn't know that physical inventories were supposed to be a thing. And a lot of people, like a surprisingly large amount of people. I know there's a lot of new people coming into Star Citizen, but there are a surprising amount of people who are like, the way they're changing cargo is going to ruin this game. And I'm like, bro, did you know what this game's supposed to be? Like, that's the whole point. It's not ruining the game. It's bringing it to what it's meant to be. That's going to burn a lot of people. A lot of people won't like it, but it's kind of... It's kind of the point. It's not a game for everybody. They went from no internet to fiber, yeah. Yeah, dude, it's a... Ooh, big moves. Big shout out, thank you to Mrs. Tomato. Org-owned Port Olisar stations dotted around the verse. I think that we will see different space stations from what we're using right now. A lot more styled space stations, ones that seem, you know, like when you get out to a certain space star system, you'll have those space stations that kind of seem like they are little rest stops, little mom and pop shops that aren't really doing much, kind of falling apart, but they take care of you. They even give you coffee while you're refilling. Who needs it? What's it even good for? Who needs internet? So unnecessary these days. Luna Maria, good to see you in here. Oh, what the? How did I just get in the elevator? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream, the new stream. The new. Sorry, I'm going to keep doing that. They're putting pirating on easy mode in 324. You know, that's what people said for 320 something. There's a mosquito in here. Matt, going to AFK. Appreciate you dropping by. Have fun at work. What's wrong with the chairs? Are they not strong enough to stand on? What chairs? What are you talking about, Box? Why are you so mad at the chairs? Still working on them. Turkey needs more cool things. They're putting pirating on easy mode in... I already read that. To be honest, pirating needs to have its abilities. It doesn't need to be easy, but it does need to be viable, because there are going to be a lot of things that come in that make pirating a pain for people. Like it is easier right now. Pirating and PvP in general are pretty easy to get away with. All right. Hello. That was nice of you. Usually you people aren't that nice. What do you mean, you people? Oh, I said that. All right, grab our probe. With the sneaky red light of death. Do the hangar doors close if you leave a ship in there? Yes, they do. They'll take care of you. If you forget your garage door, don't worry. The answer to the title of this stream is yes. What's the title of this stream? Oops. No, put this away. Don't do that. You started playing this game 3 days ago. Really enjoying the mining loop. Nice. Getting into mining in 3 days, huh? Did you unlock a prospector, or how'd you manage that? What's up, Ragid? How you doing? You live in Tasmania? Does Tasmania get Australia's shipping, though? Hangar 2. Hangar 2 for the Spirit. My main problem with Turkey, in terms of like getting cool stuff, as Mrs. Tomato says, is that we can see all of the stuff from other countries, you know? Like, when we're back in the States, if we want something that's not available in the States, we still order it and it still gets there. But if you're in Turkey and you want something that's not available in Turkey, you better be ready to pay up. Yep. And also you might have to personally talk to a customs officer to make sure your stuff can actually get delivered to you. It's it's got its ups and downs, you know? Pirating is pretty easy, just hanging around Pickers and Rapple, just waiting for opportunities. At the same time, it's also a little bit rough because, like, there aren't very good bottlenecks to gameplay in this game yet. Can you not do this? I'm trying to test the Spirit C1, not the interaction system. Leave me alone. Here, go right there. Can get a Herman Miller for that price. Well, I mean, yeah. What do you think about the $1,200 Star Citizen chair? Feel that price, we all should have at least two. Okay, so full disclosure, I am a Monster Tech partner. That being said, I don't have a Monster Tech share yet. We're working on that. We're in talks with them. Just like I was talking about, it's a little bit harder to ship stuff to Turkey, so we're figuring that out. But I'm a Monster Tech partner. I've got a code if you want to use it. I will be doing a review of the chairs at some point. But the way I see it is different products for different things. I don't really view the Monster Tech chairs as gaming chairs. I view them as flight sim chairs. Like, don't get a Monster Tech chair unless you want what the Monster Tech chairs do for you. Don't get an expensive Star Citizen ship unless you want what that ship does for you. Don't get a nice camera that can move itself and swivel around and do all these effects unless you need that. You get a better camera or an easier camera for certain things. And some products come off as better than other products while being cheaper because they are either generalized or they're more focused than that other feature. I honestly don't see the problem in a product being offered for a certain price if that price is accepted and demanded. When I look at Monster Tech chairs, they start at about $750, I believe, and go up to around $1,600. So to throw on a marketing deal with that, I expect the company that's doing the marketing deal is also looking to, you know, be able to support whatever development went into that. So they're going to charge a little bit more on top. I don't know what exactly the problem was with that, if there's demand for it. And it's not like a requirement. But yeah, get a Herman Miller if you want a more comfortable chair. Like, and that's the thing. You could get a Herman Miller chair for $1,200. You could also get a nice sofa chair for $1,200. It's really comes down to, I think, what you're looking for and what you want. As a partner of the company, I'm not going to tell people to go and buy a chair just because they want to buy it. You buy it because it's what you need. That's how I always try to make my videos about Star Citizen in general. Don't buy the game unless it's the game you're looking for. You can get much cheaper, much better games if you're looking for something different. It's the name of the market, in my opinion. All right, deploy the probe. You've picked up the probe. Now you must deploy the probe. But can I not jump over there? You got me on a route? Can you cancel my route? I like how they're like, yeah, fly halfway across the station or the system so that you can go get this probe and then come right back to where you came from. Okay. Let's go. Back order is usually shorter than you might think. It's kind of like the eye tracker. You don't need the eye tracker to do what the eye tracker does. You could get something that's cheaper that does the same thing. But some people want the nice eye tracker because it gives them a little bit more, some kind of niche feature that the other ones don't. And I do see people complain about the price of the eye tracker, but like, not just straight up angry about it. You're a Walmart chair kind of guy, but you'll spend thousands on a bicycle, which sure sounds crazy to non-bike people. Hey man, bicycles get nuts. I remember when my friend, he was really into cycling in college, and I had a bike. It was a nice bike. It was a single speed fixed gear. It was good. We rode together around on the beach. But like lifting his bike compared to mine was like lifting just the chair of the bike compared to lifting my entire bike. It's ridiculous how the little things get added up when you start getting to that kind of order of magnitude of prices. Wish you had the type of funds on hand. Need to learn IT. Samesies, man.
Does this kill lobsters?
I think so, but you gotta hit it regularly. Why? We got a problem?
Under my desk.
Here, let me take care of it. Oh, we're almost to our destination. Do you still lose all your progress every time a new update releases? No, you don't. That changed back in 2020. I think that changed in either 2019 or 2020. Have I heard of or played Spaceborne 2? I've heard of it. I haven't played it, though. Now that we are a little bit more comfortable, if I can start streaming more and things are agreeable with YouTube and what's going on with us, I do plan on diversifying a little bit, playing a couple more space games on here, trying out some of the stuff that's going down. Yeah, IKEA chairs have been most of my history too. Problem is that we all want one but cannot justify the price for one. I do not understand the anger about it that I've seen. I think you just named it. Is it confirmed the Star Runner is getting a rework to make it more usable? I have not heard that. I do hope so, and I think a lot of people hope so. Did it work? I'll get it. Give me 1 second, folks. Got a little bit of a wasp problem here. So they like Star Citizen, so sometimes they try and get in here and play. Uh-oh! This light died. Ooh. Mrs. T, can you help me out with the USB-C cable for this? I need to plug this in to turn it back on. But that extension is currently occupied. Is there a USB-C port on here? This can power it. Here. Here, there's one in the front. Okay. There are no more full wipes. There are full wipes. They're just not every quarter. A friend of yours is a musician. Thank you. In Germany. Uh-oh. Not enough power to keep it. Hope the new quantum boost will make traveling more engaging. Quantum boost is going to be very helpful. In a situation like this where I have to travel 400 kilometers, quantum boost is going to make this easy as pie. Pie is easy, right? You pledged an MSR because it was supposed to get a rework? Oh, the 600i. They didn't forget the 600i rework. In fact, that is one of those things that's on that video I was talking about, of features that kind of show up and then they disappear for a while and seem like they're gone until they're not. So this is one of those things that I don't think it's super important for a ship to be able to do this straight line flight fast for these types of missions, but it does help. And to be quite honest, I can't compare because I don't know. I don't know what other ships are doing in terms of their max speed. Like, it might be that this is actually taking longer than other ships would. But what I can do to fix that is a little quantum cancel. Oh no, it's taking me around the wrong way. That'll get us a little bit closer. What about non-space games? Less so, but I still have some interest in non-space games. It depends on the game. Like, I'll probably play the... Yeah, I don't know. It really depends. Like, I do want to play things that... Oh, you can just quantum jump to these. Well, that's something. I do want to play games that I'm into, but at the same time, I know a lot of people are here for Star Citizen and space games, and I have to balance that, you know? Hey, Sindor, good morning to you. Good afternoon to you, whichever one it is. You're a C1 shill. Saw the title, instantly clicked play. Please pay tribute to the C1. Everybody pour one out for the best ship in the game. Would I say the C1 is a good upgrade to the Nomad?
Welcome,
Yeah, that's a
everybody.
pretty
Thank you for
solid
coming in.
move
This is your
over.
captain
Nomad
speaking. I'll be with you
C1.
shortly.
Morphy boy.
Toes.
Hello, my friend. Uh-oh. We just flew past that. Oh, wow. That's pretty. Kind of glad we flew past that. What's up, Morphin friends? How y'all doing? Good to see you folks invading over on Twitter. Or Twitch. What you up to today? We are testing out the C1 and finally have finally moved into our new place and can reliably stream again. Very, very fun times. You just did a little jump town, very uneventful. No. Yeah, I hear there are things to be said about jump town. Yeah, Morph, we need to catch up, man. We gotta have a talk. It's been a little while. I don't even know, like, whoa! I still gotta trick you into coming over here to Turkey. I keep flying past this thing. All right. Were you doing like group jump town stuff, or were you going in there solo? Level 1 for your sim setup, but thanks. Level 1, what do you mean? You can drop 10K on a bike. Yeah. That's wild. Them bikes, dude, that aluminum. All right, how close are we? 13 meters. Right on the money. What do I think will be the main factor for people choosing between the C1 and the Zeus? CL. Oh, Jesus. I don't even think the C1 stands a chance against the CL. That thing's a dedicated cargo hauler. This thing is just kind of, the cargo bay is here for you. Biggest thing, though, is probably going to be where you are. To me, the C1 or the Spirit series in general seems like a ship more meant for safe space, whereas the Zeus feels like something that's more defendable, more meant for places where you might get attacked. Whoa! Do I have to be right on this spot to deploy the probe, or can I? Because it looks like the ship got a little bit too close. Just put it right here and deploy it and see what happens. Whoa! Uh-oh. Quick! Deploy it while it's spinning for extra coverage. Okay, let's drop this. Wait, come back. I'm not trying to carry. Trying to activate. There we go. It's kind of going towards the planet. That's probably not a good thing, is it?
Toes.
Get back over here. You're okay. Oh, that's a nice view. That's what we're here for. The views. Screenshot, citizen. Apparently, morphologists can die of dehydration at Jumptown. Uh-oh. You didn't get enough slip slurp out there? Did they increase the price of maize for this round? I have no idea. Wondering if the C1 is worth it and saw the stream. Perfect timing, huh? Hopefully we can determine if it's worth it together. Ciziano, thank you for the sub, by the way. Appreciate you. Now 10 months subbed on, dude, at tier 1. You are an awesome being. You know that? You deserve a hat. But part of testing this today is to be able to answer questions like that about the Zeus versus this ship, because they are pretty close. Oh, the raffle command is only for bots. That won't do anything if you guys... In fact, we still need to turn the bots off from saying that. I don't think they've had anything to say that for a few years now, or months. You know what I need to do? I actually forgot to credit this. Toes. There we go. I just heard toes. Who did it? Jinxed Tiger spawned to the toes in chat with the Prime sub. Thank you. You also deserve yourself a hat. Alright, so y'all wanted to see racing, right? We did a little research. Let's try out some racing. Atmospheric racing, too. Can you enjoy everything the game has to offer in the C1? That's really what we're doing here. All that space in just one box? Hey, man. Do you want your probes to be known by other people? Like, if you're scanning, make sure your thing that's scanning is not that noticeable. What's the verdict so far? I mean, all we've done is drop off a box. Now, I'm enjoying the travel time and the overall functionality of the ship, but we haven't done too much just yet. Lagarthan, hello! Imagine if they made the price of food and drink over 300k. Good lord, I just keep dying all the time. Alright, there's the city. We're going to be racing in the dark. How fun. Hard because the Cuddy Black is still pretty dang good for a daily driver, but the C1 is so much prettier. Amen, Vagabond. And you know what matters? Got to get some vehicles and cargo in there. That's true. After the race, we'll grab another vehicle. What's the stock quantum? Let's see what we're using. Because I haven't changed any of the components. I think it was the Jaeger. Is Jaeger a quantum drive or is that a power supply? Let's see. Yeah, it's the Jaeger. Anyone hear about the ex-employee that just got like $27,000 for discrimination from CIG? I did not hear about that. Gonna upgrade that C2 to the M2 when it comes back. The M2 is gonna be a big deal when we get armor. Something fell. We're still under construction. Jaeger is fast. Oh, second fastest quantum drive. Okay, this ship coming with the second fastest quantum drive by default is pretty good. Got a ghost. Yeah, he came from our old house.
Ghost is called weak tape.
Weak tape, the ultimate ghost. Friends with Casper. What has you worried in SC? Whoa! Alright, so here's where the race starts. Yo, are we seriously about to try and do this at night, though? Oh my god, this is gonna be awful. I'm gonna die. I should race in SCM, huh? Let's turn on the lights at least. Alrighty. Can the C1 handle itself in a race? Oh my god, I can't see anything. Oh boy. Oh, it hangs. It hangs a lot. Oh, okay. Cool. Well. That was a good test. Oh, come on. This light can't be powered by this. The computer's not powerful enough to keep the light on. Moon? This doesn't work. I need to, it doesn't, this doesn't power it. It just turns back off immediately. I guess we don't really have a solution for the light right now. Maybe a battery pack on top of the Calyx? Alright. That was, so it may be the case that racing in this thing is not a good idea, at least if you're me. Just gotta know that it really hangs into those turns. Just a whole bunch of understeer. We need night vision on ships? Yeah, we do. That'd be very helpful. Patch Jeth's gone up. You love the C1 recently pledged a Taurus upgrade, but you'll definitely still buy a C1 in-game. This will be a good in-game ship to get. Why spend 94,000 to save 4 seconds crossing the system? Wait, what? Oh, to switch from the Jaeger to the XL1? It's like the first turn I died. What ship was that? The Spirit C1. Thank you. Absolute freaking goat of a stream manager, Mrs. Tomato. Haha! Feel like the cart's wall would be good for racing? Oh yeah, I think so. You read up on the employee thing, seemed like just one of those things that slips through the cracks in a company and they'll implement new practices to help work with employee disabilities. Oh, it's a disability thing? That's too bad. Well, I'm glad they got compensated for their troubles, if that's the case. Thank you. Let there be light. All right. So we're back here, and I'm going to have to mark this off of the Spirit C1's score because I respawned without my clothes. And I would like automatic clothing retrieval features in all of my ships. Let me out. Hope they make it realistically grainy and only amplify light not created out of thin air. 900 years in the future, man. We can't physically create light from nothing. Alright, luckily we've still got something here to use. Cool. Now let's do a bounty, because the race didn't go particularly well. I don't know how I still have all my supplies back, but I'm grateful for it. "10 years ago, it would not have been plausible to survive calling your wife a goat."
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Yo, the goat's been around. Been using goat talk for the better part of 2 decades.
Has been set.
Goat talk. Since I was knee-high to a dingo. Not a backseater, but you might want to change the ships on the shields on the C1. Perhaps. But also, I don't want to... I want to make sure we have it stock, so that people know what they're getting into when they watch this. But we can look at what the ship has to offer. If it lets us. It's not going to let us right now. Respawning the ship takes how long?
Welcome
That's actually a pretty
to the
good...
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Expedited, it's taken us like 2 minutes. So 2 minutes spawn back for a ship like that, that's not bad. At least we have burritos that you can store in your backpack. Oh god, a burrito sounds so good. I haven't had a burrito in months. What is my impression of the inventory system in 324? I haven't gotten to play it yet. It sounds like it's got some issues. And there are some little things that they need to figure out for consistency sake and immersion and stuff. But the freight elevator situation and calling things up to get them is really cool to me. Can't wait to get my own hands on it and try it out. How crazy was the country yesterday with the win over Austria? I actually didn't even know it was going on. Being disconnected from the internet does that to ya. I didn't know. We don't live in the city. We live way out here in the country, so we don't really hear much going on, and we didn't have internet, so I didn't really know what was happening. But I did wake up this morning and I got the news, and we were freaking out, and we're very excited to see where Turkey goes from here in the Euros, because they're doing good work. They're doing good work, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Like, Turkey to the semifinals? Huh? Let's go. Turkey to the finals? Second place in the Euros? And we're not even in Europe. I mean, some of Turkey is, but we specifically are in Asia. This is pretty good stuff. Mrs. T. I think she made this juice. This is yummy. I think this is black mulberry juice. And it is delicious. She's like the best cook ever. Let me just like not mess up my desk here. Yeah, this country's about to be crazy though if they continue their winning. Football's no joke here. They looked really good. I heard that they played really well. Yeah, man, big ups to them. Heard you can fit a Nursa in the C1 if you take the wheels off. Oh, that's cool. Take the wheels off because you don't need to drive it anywhere. Combat in the C1 is all about keeping a bit of boost so you can yeet out when you get low. Good call. Hey, did you make this? Nice.
Compost I made.
Freaking yum. Thank you. You should really look at literally a game change. You talking about the inventory stuff, Execute? What do you think of it so far?
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar 3.
Please visit us again.
Dipping his toes in EU. 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 Europe. Dipping his toes into the EU.
Wink, wink.
Mrs. T. Probably going to trade your C1 in though, since you have the C2 now. Ho ho. More C's are always better, unless it's your report card. Don't do that. That's not good. There are a lot of surprises in the Euro Cup. How about freaking Copa Americas? The U.S. is just out. It's a bummer. The U.S. men's team has been on such a roller coaster since I started following football. I feel like the women's team has always been super freaking good. But the men's team is just like up and down every few years. In Germany, we say that Turkey is the co-host, jokingly the co-host of the Euros. I mean, Turkey's basically playing home games when they go and play in the Euros. It's really cool. Like, yeah, they've got like a ton of, they basically have home field advantage in Germany. Unless they're playing against the German team. Yeah, bleeped out a bad word. You can't say the f word here on this stream, unfortunately. The stream just automatically bleeps you out. If you say it too much, it'll smack you. Austria had bad luck, couldn't score. I don't know, man. Sounds like Austria just ran into a good team. It's tier 0, but you can see once they add everything that they have mentioned, it's going to be a rather complex system, but real depth that's going to make it unlike any other space game. Yeah, but why are we getting it in tier 0 still? Like, I'm totally on board with a little bit of frustration at getting a tier 0 component for such a big system in the game in 2024. You'd think that it's R, but they really love the C. Oh my god. US team is like reverse Voltron. Good players come together and make a worse team. Bring back Donovan. Donovan was not the end-all be-all. My favorite player was, It's not good that I can't remember the name of my favorite player that was on that team. What was his name? I can't remember it, and that's very disappointing. He was a defender, though. I think he was a left side defender. A brother. It started with an A. Adior Alton. No, Altidore. Altidore? Oh yeah, Clint Dempsey. Holy crap. What was it, Tim Howard? The goalkeeper? Yeah, that guy was a beast. I remember he was like kind of considered one of the best goalkeepers for a while, right? Josie Altidore, isn't that the name? What about Germany? We aren't that big on football here. Oh, okay. It's just a pastime. It's just a little thing. Germany is like one of the countries that if we were playing in the World Cup back when I was younger and I was watching the World Cup and football very, very much, Germany was one of the countries that I was like, crap, why are we in the group with them? Generally, it was Germany, Spain, and the Netherlands that I was always very worried about, and Brazil and Uruguay. Yeah, Josie out the door. All right, bounty. We're doing a VLRT, low risk target, single seat fighter. See if we can take them. You know what would be amazing? If they made an M1. Oh man, to go alongside the C1 and the A1, an M1 would be so cool. An armored C1 with a turret would be probably one of the coolest ships in this game. He was a Chad. Do you know about Austria? It's not a soccer nation. Turkey's on the map longer, so to Austria get that far, say a lot about the team. Hey man, I'm not saying like whatever it might be. Yeah, certain teams win, certain teams don't, and that's okay. Maybe the rematch, somebody else wins. That's the joy of football. It's pretty unpredictable. Like, we know some teams are good and some are bad, but like a single player can make a huge difference. Completely change the game. It was always funny when I was younger and people would be like, why do you care about soccer? Why do you follow that? It's the score is so low. It's so boring. It's like, yeah, that's why it's so intense. Because one moment can make a huge difference. Also, you tell me it's boring, but oh my god, my favorite team lost like 6-0 in the 2014 World Cup. Yeah, that one's not secure. Remember I was saying that one of them wasn't secure? Unfortunately, our electrician kind of sucked. And so, like, sometimes a couple of our outlets will just get pulled out of the wall. We're very, very, like, we love this place. We're very happy to be here. But oh my god, the freaking workmanship of some of these people is awful. The punctuation, the workmanship, the dedication, the scheduling, just out the door. They just don't care. Remember the Zidane headbutt? That's just French football, man. That's not a headbutt. My favorite player of all time is French, though. Thierry Henry. Love the way that man plays. I think he's coaching now. All right, can we get some action music up in here for this? Oh, they're already shooting at me. Whoa, whoa, wait. Wait, I'm in nav mode. Chill. Let me get my freaking action music on. All right, there we go. We're good now. We're good. Now I can fight. Where you at, bruh? What do you shoot? What are you flying? My freaking weapons are off. A Mustang? I do not like fighting with cannons. Landing the hits, though. Ha! Popped. Mustangs are fragile, huh? Come on, turn with it. Come on, buddy. Flip it around. Move that fast. And you can always switch out your guns, obviously. If you don't like cannons, you can just do repeaters. Is this guy desyncing? Why am I not hitting? There we go. Oh, it's like a slow motion dogfight right now. He's moving slow, I'm moving slow. I'm just enjoying the views. Target destroyed. Popped. Never thought you'd be so into football you watch the Premier League. Premier League's good times. Most of my friends when I was growing up watched the Premier League. I was more of a La Liga guy. How much would it cost to get a C1 for a newbie, both in money or in game? I think money-wise, it's like 110, 115 bucks. In game, I have no idea. I would guess probably around like 5 to 8 million. Oh, 2 to 2.2 million. That's nice. How's the new office? It's incredible, man. I'm loving it. We got a wasp's nest outside the window, but I'll take care of that. It's weird seeing this game since you've been playing it in ultra-wide format. I love ultra-wide for this game, but it is such a pain to stream in ultra-wide. I think Morph does that. Which, by the way, anybody still here from the raid? From Morph's raid? So far, the Spirit's I think it's a pretty capable daily driver. That was not a hard bounty. I'm surprised that was actually so easy. I say let's take another bounty and then we'll move on and do something else. $125, okay. We should add more than one entrance just so you could stuff the cargo sections to the gills. Right, because you got to leave that hallway, the walking space down in the back. We'll do some cargo hauling after this and see how it is. Oh, are we headed to Magda? That's fun. Landslide, still here from Morph. Nice. I see you. Got you on the background while you work. How's the work going? Bamboozle Ballet. Thanks for hanging around, folks. You gotta grind bounties to rank up to harder ones? Yes, you do. Yeah. It doesn't take too much. You could rank up in a day of play. I have not experienced a sideways Moby before this. So interesting. Essentially, you're going to upgrade your Nomad to the Spirit. A successful review then, huh? Missions are tied to the area of the map you are in. Yes, yes, that is the case. You'll generally get Hurston missions when you're around this planet. When you're out in deep space, you might not get that many missions because there are no planets, but I do think that's going to change at some point as we get more points of interest in space. This is a stock C1, yes. You don't need to leave the walkway open? How do you get to the pilot seat? The Zeus CL will absolutely be a spaceship for everyday use. I don't think there's anything stopping you from it. You just found out that the Star Citizen does not have VR. Should have thought about research before you got an Oculus. It will have VR at some point, and there are ways to get VR to work in the game right now. For the best resource on that, there is a streamer named Chachi Sanchez on Twitch, and he plays in VR constantly. So if you drop into his stream, check him out, ask him some questions, he could probably help you out getting there. Do I know anything about VR? Yeah, VR is a goal. They want to have VR in the game. But right now you have to go through some third-party stuff to make it work. You can make it work. So don't give up. Been having a hard time doing anything with the Delicate 100i. You have 2 million saved. Any suggestions? What do you want to do? With 2 million saved, you're pretty, like, you could rent ships to try them out. I would suggest renting a prospector, giving mining a go. Maybe you enjoy it, you'll make some good money from it, it'll take some time, and by the end you're done with the rental, you'll probably have a few more million, and you could buy one. What will the cost of the Zeus CL be? I don't even know. I don't know what that ship's supposed to cost. I would guess 130 to 150 in real money, and then probably like 5 to 7 million in game. Can Ahmad give Chachi Sanchez a shout out in chat for Sescom? What do I think of the F8C? That is a fighter. That's a little tougher than what I'm used to. That meat's a little tough for me to chew on. I don't know. F8C is pretty crazy ship. A bit big for me though. I like the smaller fighters, to be honest. Hey, Red Monster's in the chat. Coming in with the mining. Of course this dude rolls in with the mining advice. I love it, man. How you doing? Rental prospectors are good moneymaker. Go mine it, sell them for the smaller rocks. Yeah. My recommendation aligned with the pro. $150 standalone. Okay. Just got an ad on the live stream. Never seen that before. Your coolest Space Tomato enabled that, but weird otherwise. Yeah, that's enabled on our end. Working and lurking, Red. Oh, crap. Hello, bounties. I'm going to go for your friend first. A cutter. One of the other potential daily flyers. I think we should start calling them daily flyers instead of daily drivers. Oh, he's headed right for me. Oh, my God. Bro. Oh, man. No wonder that guy had a bounty on him. Look at those tactics. NPCs in this game are brutal. That reminds me of that reminds me of a fun story. Back when I was like probably 15, 16 years old, I think. I went to this extreme camp up in Lake Tahoe over the summer. And we did different things, gliders, mountain biking. One of the things we did, though, was jet skiing out on Lake Tahoe. And I was sitting on the back of a jet ski with an instructor who was driving, who you would think had a pretty good knowledge of how jet skis work. And there were other jet skis in the area all kind of going about doing their thing as well. Well, somehow, 2 jet skis, one of which I was on, ended up going straight at each other. And both of the people who were driving the jet skis thought, hey, I should stop and then turn to get out of the way, which doesn't make sense, especially not in water. But that's what they did. And, well, actually, one jet ski kind of kept going. Our jet ski stopped but turned, and we ran into each other. And I went flying off the jet ski, and it was pretty intense. I have a scar here. Probably can't see it on the stream, but there's like a little scar here on my arm from that. That was fun. Nice. I've died 1,000 times. Always to... always to my own darn mistake. Whoa, hey, who are you? What are you doing here? You don't look like a doctor. Dude, people could just like sabotage your DNA doing that kind of stuff, huh? You just hear off duty messing with my health records. What? What'd you say? Do you have any work?
I'm sorry. Fortunately, there's nothing I can do about that.
I mean, I would assume it's so. Aren't you just a doctor? Off duty, maybe?
Have a great day.
Weird. Shit. Are you okay? You once got a scar from a pillow fight? Red, what? Oh, the zipper. I was thinking maybe one of your friends was loading their pillowcase with rocks or something. Ouch. Oh, gosh, and now I'm not going to have any of my stuff. Oh my god. I had my favorite weapons and stuff. No! I can't wait till we can get better item tracking so that when you die in the air, you can still go and find your stuff because it just fell down to the ground instead of floating in the air somewhere. Alright, so I failed a bounty. It's unfortunate. Oh, there have always supposed to been NPCs at hospitals. You're supposed to wake up to a doctor, but they're never there. That concept happened to your brothers and you were a lot growing up. 5 siblings all with their own quad. That sounds like a mess. They taught us in jump school about look away, turn away. Yeah, I learned that when I was doing motorcycle stuff. Target fixation and stuff. Don't look at the car you think you're going to crash into or you'll crash into it. Let me, you know what, let's go and retrieve our ship before we go out and shop. Honestly, let's do a little cargo hauling run. The bounties are doable as long as the NPCs don't freaking nail you and just ram you with their own ship, but... is this server dead? Nothing's really working for me. Whoa! Okay, everything just caught up and started working. Alright, grab the C1.
Thank you.
2 minutes, 15 seconds. You find you get rammed much less if you actually turn away from them. Haha! Wild. Might be Jump Town. Really? It'd be cool if Jump Town was popular enough that people joining actually made the servers perform worse, but I don't think anybody really cares for Jump Town right now. Some people do. And it is fun, but we need bigger servers to make Jump Town better. We need more of a player cap. Until then, I think it's going to always be a little bit boring because it's not new anymore, you know? It's not the thing to do when it's running. Cubans became a potato on YouTube. I am so sorry I missed that earlier. Thank you, my friend. Potato's a good time. Promises. Come see us on Discord and all. You get the exclusive streams every month, exclusive videos. You're gonna get your you're gonna get into our referral code randomizer program. We put supporters into our referral code raffle thingy. So instead of me getting referrals on any of my videos, we put a URL down in the video link that will send them to one of our supporters' referral codes, and you know, pass the goods around. Also, Jordak, thank you for becoming a carrot too on YouTube. Please let me in. See, they're arriving here, but the door's not opening. It's not the elevator this time, it's the door. Max payout of 600 to 800 per hour. Split that across the group needed to lock things down. You're basically better off hand mining. Better off hand mining? Really? I didn't know hand mining did that well. I gotta give that another go. The old Jump Town was awesome. I think they really need the economy simulation to work better for Jump Town to be super interesting, because it's just like it's all set up by CIG. You know, we need it to be a little bit more emergent, dynamic. I don't think I'm gonna get into the cargo center. I think we're kind of screwed here. Well, this sucks. Let's try relogging. JT splits across a large group, get diluted, yeah. That's true. Double clicking. Man, I clicked like 18 times. Rock mining does pretty well. Oh, there's something we could do. We could take out a rock miner and see how it goes. Yeah, there's not much of an economy going. I mean, the economy's there. It's just not very reactive or scaled well. It splits across every server, which is rather annoying. That's an old bug, the elevator thing. Hey, well, if you ask my YouTube comments, man. Oh, I'm so tired of the comment. Why don't they just fix the bugs instead of adding more things? Because they need to make the game. Yeah, the economy is gonna need to become a pretty big motivation for people. Right, because they're adding content. Like, what do you mean? Why do they keep adding stuff? They're making a video game. What else? What are you supposed to do? Like, I can't even imagine what would this game be like if they added a bunch of stuff and then fixed the bugs for the stuff they added, and then just let that sit. Because what are you supposed to do? Not ever add stuff again? Once you add stuff, you're going to start breaking things again. You love following this game, but you're probably not going to play for a few years. That's why you're doing good work, letting us live vicariously through you. That's why I'm here, buddy. I'll feel the pain so you don't have to. Honestly, for the most of the time I've been involved in this game, I've had more time covering it than playing it. Please. Case in point. Just open the freaking door. Gonna sync it to chat's content and try to get it to work? No problem, mate. Hope it works out for you. New things cause bugs. Yeah. Only thing I still will complain about is the grav bikes. I think they could be smoother at the very least. I think there are absolutely things that should be running better than They are. There are things that should be fixed that have been around for a long time that aren't. But the idea of not adding new things in order to fix bugs is a mind-blowing proposition. Like, you know, we can't even trade things with other players, right? I remember when people used to say that before you could even send money to other people. Why are they adding new features? Because we don't have basic functions. Can I fly to another location? I would if I could get to my ship. I'm literally trapped, man. None of the games in any of these servers are working. Is that what's going on? I try and join somebody else's server. Is this a me thing? Servers have been experiencing the worst non-FPS lag I've ever seen. The hotfix probably exposed to server-side memory leak. It would certainly suck to get into this game and start playing and go to a door to get out of your space station and the door doesn't work. I'd be like, what the heck is this game? I can't even open a door? Why would I play this game or buy it? I get that. Nothing against that. I think it's still time for... There still needs to be time for this game to grow before it's taken more seriously. Occurred during the pre-Xeno threat event too? Did you try killing yourself? Not something you generally hear in a stream chat. Morph was saying that he's not really a fan of how the new inventory system feels, but I feel like it's one of the steps Roberts wants SC to make this game into pure simulation. Yeah, I need to watch his video on it, or like have a chat with him about it. I think it probably has some parts of it that could use some help for sure. He says he just doesn't like the principle of it, the design. Man, the screen is really flickering. It's less of a flicker and more of a flash. It's like flashing kind of white-ish. Like everything, it looks like, this is definitely an HDR thing. It looks like everything is getting bright and then not bright very quickly. No, I did not try killing my avatar yet. Might have to do that though. It's not even letting me get out of bed now. Whoa. Seems people in Evo are not enjoying the item banks. It's certainly it needs some more development, and that's probably one of the more disappointing things to me, is that we were hearing about these features in detail last year in ISC in like August. They were giving us a pretty good rundown of these features, and then they were expected to be here by like April, and then they got delayed by like 3 months, 2 months, and now we're seeing them and they're still relatively incomplete. It's disappointing. Ananzi, what's up, dude? When will the Zeus come back to purchase? Probably when it's released. Getting rid of the current inventory system completely is probably not the best choice this early, but understand why it's being done. If not now, then when, you know? I would agree in terms of the playing the game right now. Well, I can't agree until I play it myself. It will definitely throw things off, but like look at the reaction people are having to this right now, right? With the inventory changing with freight elevators, people are crying that the sky is falling. Now imagine if that happened in 3 years.
If the sky actually falls?
Yes. Imagine if the sky actually fell. What would that even mean? What does the sky falling mean? Does that mean space is coming down here?
Simulation.
Does everything just turn into vacuum? Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's like the end of that.
I don't remember the end of Truman Show.
If you gotta watch it.
Not a true fan. Not a Truman fan. Ah. But yeah, I can see why, you know, it's a difficulty right now. I think the worst part of it is honestly that, whoa, that was a sick dance move, dude. I think the worst part of it is that
Welcome
you're doing this
to the
inventory
ASOP
thing and then it
vehicle
throws you into
retrieval
the old inventory screen.
system. To the ASOP
That's
vehicle
not a good
retrieval
look on my book.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the
Yeah,
following
too much
location.
button pressing. I think all the customization should take place right there on the screen
Your vehicle
of the item bank. Okay, we got our ship. Now let's see if we can actually go get some stuff to wear. It's going to be a long way down the monitor troubleshooting stack, but try a different outlet as one of the steps. Yeah. It's going to be good fun trying to figure out what's going on with this. I do think it's probably HDR related in some way. .324 is Evo. If 324 goes to PTU, you will definitely see me playing it here. I'm going to be doing a lot of play on 324 to test out the cargo missions specifically and the cargo hauling. I mean, what else is anybody going to be doing? Okay, first things first, send everything to the ship. That way we know we're not forgetting it. Smart buy. Shut up. I know I'm buying good stuff. True Def. Morozov. Where's the red core? Oh, well, that's weird. Okay. Guess I'll just use this.
Nice choice.
Nice choice. Shut up. And since I didn't have any True Def legs, we'll have to find something else to wear. Oh, we could go with MacFlex. That looks kind of like True Def. Why not? It's a little off-brand, but...
Nice choice.
Ma'am. What's up, Daffs? Just ran the 890 jump mission again for the millionth time. Hey, that's a good one. Grab an LH-86. Get some ammo for that. We'll grab...
Nice choice.
Ooh, they don't have a P8. That's too bad. Alright, we'll get a P4. Not a huge P4 fan, but whatever.
Smart buy.
You ever go to a store and there are people that are working there like this? Like everything that you look at, they walk over and they're like, we have that in 4 other sizes and a color and it's in the back and the monkey is outside. Can I get you anything else? And you're like, I'm just looking. But it's a good product. It's a nice buy. Good choice. Great job. Leave me alone, please. Ma'am, this is a DMV. Really hope they change it so it doesn't take like 5 hours to autoload a C2. Yeah, that's a bit much. That is a lot. I would say they need to get some good data, probably from the PTU and Evocati waves. Like this is probably what they're doing. They're going to get good data and see what the average it takes for people to load certain ships. And then I would say just bump that by like 70 to 100% of the time. You know, if it takes 2 players 30 minutes to load a C2, then make the auto loading take 50 minutes. And call it a day. Where do you go to stop the broadcast in the 890 mission? It spawns in different places. So you gotta do some running and searching. This battery is going to be important soon in 4.0. You're going to have to worry about the power level of items that you have, which is key for things like the tractor beam. So you got different uses for your tractor beam. You could use it to traverse in 0G. You can use it to pick things up for yourself. But all of those things will use power, and you'll have to decide, do you want to use a tractor beam? Do you want to use a trolley? Do you want to use your EVA fuel? Hyper Elysian, what's up? Was it 5 hours to autoload a C2? That's what I heard, yeah. First wave PTU. I haven't been able to play Evo, and I haven't seen much about it. It sounds like it is good for an Evo patch. So I think we could see PTU by next week. But that's not really going off of much. Like, I'm not Evo whispering that into existence or anything. Can you select the auto load, then get another ship and do missions, then come back when the ship is loaded and fly out? You can, Airman. Yeah. That's kind of the expectation. Is like, while your ship is being loaded, you're supposed to go and do other things. Fill your time with other stuff. Just found out after 2 years your Cuddy has a tractor beam. Well, in your defense, it only just got the tractor beam back in like November. So I think you're okay. Keep the tractor beam on here. Put the box out. We'll keep both tractor beams here. And the other box out. What I would like to see is if having these boxes on the cargo grid changes my cargo hauling capacity. Anybody know how much the C1 has by default? Anyone found the invisible spacesuit that used to spawn at Duster Outpost last match? Oh, the undersuit Duster's armor? 64 SCU? Okay. Let's drop by somewhere and run a cargo haul.
You are clear to launch.
You can get 130 in it comfortably. I see you in chat, Astro Doge. There's always somebody who's like, yeah, it's rated for 64 SCU, but do you want 400? All right, I'm going to run one of the classic runs. This will probably, for you cargo haulers in the chat, I'm about to show my cargo hauling age. This is one of the routes that I ran a lot back when I used to do cargo hauling for fun in this game. And I don't believe it's been super lucrative for like at least 13 or 14 updates. Like, why would I care if this route is obstructed? That's why I'm mapping it out, so you can tell me how to go there. It's obstructed. Stupid? What are you, stupid ship? Is that the problem we have with this ship? It's just stupid. Wonder what the true carrying capacity the Ironclad will have. It's gonna look like a grocery cart overfilled. The Ironclad's an interesting ship because it does seem like it'll actually make for a decent home base. Use half of it for cargo, use half of it for vehicles. You got a repair spot in there. You got plenty of components. Space for other people. It's a cool ship. Beyond just the cargo hauling capacity. Wonder if you can load above the hangar lid line when the hangar door is open. Of the Ironclad? I don't see why not. It might not stick to the cargo grid though.
Quantum travel engaged.
Headed down, down to the dust. Taking 1 foot. Giving it the thrust. What does that even mean? The thrust? You thrust your foot? Waiting for the railing. Railing should be pretty cool. Wonder how they're going to handle the weird shaped cargo pods in that ship. Wonder if CIJ will let us tune our ships, make modifications while in the personal hangars. Yes! There is a engineering position meant for that kind of gameplay. You'll probably be able to overclock your ship and tune it in a way that when it does start up, it runs a little bit better. At least that's my expectations of what they're going for, but that's speculation with a little bit of their own talk of the gameplay and included. And we're down.
Complete. Engines off.
Oh, if you didn't notice, anybody who's watching this, we also have 2 beds here. While previously this would have been a big deal because you could log off at these 2 places, they will be changing that to allow you to log off basically anywhere in this game. But supposedly there will still be some good benefits to logging off in a bed, so it's good to have 2 of them here on the ship. Got yourself a little place where you can prepare food and store some drank. Suit lockers, weapon holders, component holders here for all the stuff you might need. Like, you got plenty of storage on here. Got your components in the hallways, which is nice because it's not all the way in the back where people could just walk on and take it. Although you do have, you know, your power plant here, so most vulnerable spot, power plant. All right, out here on aerial. Oh, wait, I gotta... Whoa. Let me go ahead and move this. Oh. We're in a... Oh, God, I hate armistice zones, dude. Such a painful, painful consequence of the slow design of this game. Or the slow development. Armistice zones need to be gone. Alright, so I'm gonna have to fly away to move the boxes in the back of the ship.
Launch complete.
Okay, is there no notification popping up? Or what? He knew he fucked up. I do know. I know very well. There we go. Okay, now we go back. Use inventory to move tractor to your hand. It works if you're on the pad. Oh, okay. I'll have to try that next time. Thank you, Impeccable. Now back to the outpost. Thank you guys for the tip. That's a good one. Ready to use our emergency brakes to stop?
Landing gear up. Landing gear down. Landing complete.
Landing was not complete. We're still sliding across the ground, liar. Wow, there's a lot of lag going on right now. Server lag's pretty bad at this moment.
Launch complete.
Oh boy. Just have to trust that this is going to... What the... That looks weird. The problem with not having any sort of heat system in this game to limit thrusters. How does the C1 compare to the Cuddy Black? They're both pretty good. The Cuddy Black has the advantage of having a turret, which makes it much more defendable. But the C1 looks better. Also, I think the C1 might have higher capacity. What does the Cuddy Black carry in terms of SCU and vehicles? C1 has a bit more. There you go. So you're trading for that that defensibility for a little bit more cargo capacity. But yeah, the Cuddy's got a tractor beam and a turret, which is nice.
Everything good?
Wait. Is that...
How's it going?
Huh. The in-game screen is flickering too. I thought that was just me. C1 can fit over 100 SCU while still being able to walk around. Alright, cool. So it already counts that I took up that SCU. That's good. We're going to take some Laranite. You can get a pretty decent amount of it. 150,000 units of Laranite. Loaded in. Filled the whole ship. Nice.
Hey there.
Move the red box into local. The loot box? Yeah, no problem with the answer. What? It's soupy Hurston Dynamics atmosphere in here. Like, isn't there supposed to be a air cleansing system in this room? Cycle me, come on. Let me out. That's what you want to see. Where the heck are you fitting the other 100? Dang. They did a good job of breaking this up to fit the actual space we're using. And this is before all the specialized new types of boxes that they're going to add. And I'm excited to see how the cargo starts to diversify. How do you use your missiles in the Nomad? When you're in SCM mode, hit the middle mouse button to cycle between the guns and missiles. Once you see the missile interface pop up, you can use the G key to prime more, or you could just shoot one. Oh, the corridor. Okay. But somebody said you could do 100 SU while still being able to walk in and out. How does that work?
Engines on.
Oh, is the Nomad missile bugged? I didn't know that. Alright. Here's to hoping that we haven't been getting followed by any pirates. Let's set a route just in case. Just a local run. We're just going to drop on over to Lorville. Where the heck is Lorville? That it is. They really need to ease in and out the animations of the star map so it's a smooth start and stop instead of a jerky one. Cockpit fits boxes as well. Y'all are ridiculous. What would OSHA think? Somebody just bought the Nomad in less than 24 hours and can't use their missiles. Why are the Nomad's missiles bugged?
Travel engaged.
There's space for 4 on each of the corners and another 18 in the corridor. Then you can also fit a few in the component bay. Good lord, y'all. I guess it works until they introduce the idea of cargo getting damaged for not being on the grid. Get your money. Make it work. Scorpius turret is messed up too.
Quantum travel complete.
Ooh, Lorville peeking through the clouds. Oh my god, I love the approach to these cities now. And these cities are so basic compared to what we're probably going to end up seeing in future systems. Welcome, my friends, to the dirty, dusty city of Lorville. Gross.
Thank you. Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Capitalism at its peak. Corporatism. Let's be honest. It's also kind of interesting because Hurston's actually a really big deal in the Star Citizen universe, and I didn't realize that. Like, obviously they own a planet. They must be a big company. But they're really, really important to the Star Citizen's lore and history. They defined a lot of Star Citizen's military development.
Toes.
Whoop. A little boop on the nose.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Toes! Thanks for the toes in chat, Gerald Nikolai Jerry. We planted another tomato for you. I'm so excited to be able to do this kind of chill cargo hauling gameplay and have more variety and interest to it. Cargo hauling is pretty fun to me because it's very chill and fun and easy to do. But man, is it just, there's just not enough going on with it for it to be fun long term. Hybrid V takes away a point for the nose boop. I'll have to have a talk with him about that. The nose boop is my specialty. Although usually I boop a little too hard and die. Not all of us can be pro boopers. The nose on the C1 is too square for you. But you got one of them square noses, boy. Oh! Mrs. Tomato set up her background, and it's actually really freaking... It's like a... It's a little cyberpunk corner over here. Yeah, this room is lit. This place is freaking cozy and cool. I love it. I'm excited. We're gonna probably play some Civ tonight, I think. Maybe. Maybe, baby. But that's like one of our favorite things to do, is just get into a good Civ match. Long term, too, you know, a little bit of domination victory, a little bit of science victory, whole bunch of economics. She makes a ton of money. I know how to research science, so I just embezzle money from her war efforts, and together we create a nice scientific superpower. Where is this? Oh, we're in Lorville. Pretty dirty place.
Security reserves the right to search travelers at any time.
Thank you, Polite. Galactic Civ? No. Wouldn't that just be called Stellaris?
Next stop, Central.
No, we play some Civ 6. Civ 6, but with the Civ 5 graphics mod. Real excited to see what they do with Civ 7. Civilization was like one of the big things that we helped us bond. We were long distance for quite a while. And we did like a solid 500 hours of Civ in like less than a year. Because we would just, every day, we would get on there, we'd play as a team, and it's kind of how we got our teamwork down and figured out how to work together, and it was good times. It was hard, too, because it was like a 10-hour time difference. She was in Turkey, I was in America. Some of the time she was in Mexico, but like, it would basically be I get home from work at like 5, we play some Civ, but by then it's like 1 a.m. for her.
Please watch your step.
That was a crazy time.
Train.
Galactic Civ is similar to Stellaris on its 4th edition. I actually haven't heard about it. What is it? What sets it apart from Stellaris? You're making New Babbage your home for 324. Why is that, Asa? You guys okay?
Moving on to the next point.
Okay. I never noticed there was water over here. Is it using the new physics? It is not. You pissed that I just ran in your water? Loser. For your first 3 months playing the game, you never left Crusader Planet System. That's awesome to hear, Polite, because that's how it's supposed to be. It's very frustrating to have to fly all the way across system to get good missions. And they want us to be able to stay at a single planet for a long time. I've never played Frostpunk. I tried to download it, but it didn't work. I wanted to play it, but I never got around to it. But it's like a post-apocalyptic city builder where you have to decide if the children work your mines or not. It's a cool game. Not because of the whole children thing, just like hard choices, you know? All right. 150,000 in. How much are we making from the C1 on a normal cargo run? $178,000. So that's a profit of 28K. But honestly, how long did it take us? Maybe 15 minutes? That's not the best earnings. But I think that they are starting to rebalance profits and stuff. And 25,000 UEs for a profit on a relatively safe cargo route. Like that's, you're going from one of Hurston's moons to Hurston. Pretty well protected area. Not much risk there. 25K profit, not bad. 150,000 on the shipment, 25K profit. That gives you, what is that, 1/6? 1/6 of the package for profit, and it's like 18% profit margin or so. Wait, 15K? Did I not just? Oh, you're right. That's 15K. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, 15,000. So that's a 10%. 10% profit. That's decent. It's about the margin I'd get when I was selling HVAC. Now do drugs? Oh my gosh, I'm not going through that kind of a process. I'm actually just about done with this test. I think I'm going to do this in 2 steps. We're going to do another stream probably next week where we do a part 2 of this if I'm not already in 324 PTU. This will be a long-term review. I'm not done with this yet because I didn't get to everything today, but I do appreciate what we did get. Bounties, more viable than I thought. I actually didn't think that this ship could really hold its own. It was against a Mustang, but I do think that there is a little bit of potential to this ship if you can figure out how to manage the maneuverability. Speed is solid. You can get places where you're going fast, whether in SCM, navigation, or quantum mode. You got a decent amount of cargo storage, I would say.
Everybody, thank you for coming in. This is your captain
64
speaking.
is not bad. Yo, Vanku! Thank you for the sub, my friend. I appreciate you. Coming from some Star Citizen, I imagine. How was your stream? Oh, we do Civ 6. Yeah, the cargo hauling possibilities of the ship are solid until the Zeus comes in, and then that kind of changes that conversation. But for now, I think this is still a really solid ship for just kind of running your general gameplay with. You got plenty of space for looting stuff. You got space for a friend to come with you, space for cargo, space for vehicles, which we did not test yet. Good speed. Okay weapons. I think the weapons are probably one of the weaker points. But in general, I like the Spirit a lot for your just kind of getting involved in the game ship. This is a very good ship for somebody who, and I hate to take this angle, but some people want to spend a little bit more in this game to be able to jump slightly ahead. Not so much that you're getting those end game ships, the more common big ones. Not common, more rare big ones, but definitely enough that you can do all the things you want to do. That includes rock mining, cargo hauling, salvaging, or not salvaging, sorry, looting, exploring, maybe not racing. I don't know about that one, but there's a lot of stuff you could do with a ship like this. And between this and the Cuddy and the Freelancer and soon the Zeus and a couple other ships, we've got a good selection of ships in this range. So this one's still going to get a stamp of approval. Like I said, I'm not quite done with it, but for today, that about wraps up what I wanted to do. Hope you all have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming and giving good conversation. You guys are a joy to talk to. Just always good conversation in this group. We got to a lot of cool topics today. Vanku, thank you for the raid. You've raided us just in time to raid another, but you can join us on that one in blessing somebody else with some gameplay. Let's see where we're gonna go. Where are we headed? I'm gonna raid Cutlet, I think. It's been a while since I raided Cutlet. Looks like he just got started. Doing some piracy stuff, I think. Cutlet generally does more of the piracy and combat stuff than I do, although it doesn't look like he's playing the game just yet. Oh no, he's not playing Star Citizen. Well, never mind. I'm gonna send you to somebody who's playing some Star Citizen. Hey, wait. Mrs. Tomato's dropping the freaking merch in chat. Oh, did somebody ask? For tomatoes, can you still buy socks? Yes! Hey, check it out. I'm wearing them. Look. It's the only time I'm ever gonna flash my feet on stream. Got the tomato socks on. These are super comfy, by the way. I haven't worn them in a while, but I forgot how fun they are. It labels where your toes are, which is probably the best part of it. We designed these with the company ourselves. It says my toes. Where is it? There we go. My toes! It's got the logo. They're actually really nice in the way that they like grip your foot. I love them. I love these socks. And if you're interested, if you're looking to keep your toesies warm or something, or you just want to support us, it's actually a really great way to support us and get a little something out of it yourself. It's not a JPEG of a ship, perhaps, but pretty useful. I'm gonna send you all over to Aldo Brink. Haven't rated him in a long time. But we'll show him the love. I'm sure he's gonna keep you guys entertained. Please go give him some good conversation. Say hello. Drop the toes raids in chat. Let him know where we came from. And y'all enjoy your day. Eat something yummy. Give someone a hug. Tell him you love him. And God bless you all. I hope you enjoyed the stream once again, and we'll be back on Friday. Make sure to check out the new video that came out today if you haven't seen it already. It's about 324 and the confusing nature of Star Citizen's updates, because they sometimes don't make sense. That video is going to explain all of how it works and hopefully give some clarity to you. Again, hope you enjoyed your time today. I'll see you again on Friday and then Saturday. And we've, of course, got a podcast coming in the following Monday. So keep your eyes open. Look out for the tomato. And I will catch you all in a couple days. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one.